It's me, Lexxie. I'm in the US. Today we are going to take a look at a few candy bars. One candy bar that both the US and the UK has is the Milky Way bar. But they're very different. So first of all, is this a normal sized Milky Way or did I just end up with a small one? But you can see that the packaging is very, very different. Let's start with the American one that I'm used to. Nice size chocolate bar. This is the Milky Way bar that I grew up loving. This was one of my favorite candy bars growing up. You've got the chocolate nougat inside with some caramel on top. Loved this one. Hard to swallow that caramel. Even now, this is one of my favorite bars. I'm probably going to give this a 9. Let's go ahead and rate it, shall we? Now the UK bar. Working on the assumption that I just ended up with a small bar here, I'm not going to judge it by its size. Looks very similar if you just scaled it down a little. But inside, we've got this whitish, is that vanilla? Well, I'll be able to tell in a minute. Nougaty stuff and no caramel. It tastes good, but it's not the Milky Way bar I grew up with. I'm going to try and separate it from the chocolate a little bit to tell if the nougat is vanilla. I think it is. Where the nougat in an American Milky Way bar is chocolate flavored. But now I'm holding this very awkward piece of chocolate. There. But we do have something similar to the UK Milky Way bar in the US. And that is the Three Musketeers bar. This was never a go-to bar for me because of its simplicity. Because if I was going to do a bar like this, I wanted the caramel of the Milky Way. I'm going to break this open, and you can see that that nougat is a whole lot darker than the UK version. This has a chocolate nougat in it too. After trying the UK one, this almost is a little sickly sweet for me. But it's still good. Still a classic American candy bar. Now, when Three Musketeers first came out, they were like a triple bar because Three Musketeers. And I believe it was vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry on the inside. And then because the chocolate one was most popular, it evolved into just being that. But every once in a while, they'll do special editions that are different flavors. It was either last year or the year before, there were some raspberry ones that were absolutely amazing. And I'm remembering a birthday cake version that was pretty good too. Milky Way does tend to throw their hat in the ring of the never-ending American varieties. My brain's not remembering a whole lot of them right now, but I know there's a Milky Way Simply Caramel that has just caramel inside and no nougat. There's a salted caramel version of that. That one's really good. My favorite Milky Way bar, American Milky Way bar, is probably the brownie version that instead of having the chocolate nougat on the bottom, has kind of a brownie situation going on. That one's really good. It's really rich. But let's take a look at the last one I've got here. The UK Mars bar. Now, America used to have a Mars bar, and I'll put a picture of that up here. But the American Mars bar had nougat and I think it's almonds in it. I know I've eaten one, but they were discontinued some time ago, so I don't think they're available at all anymore. Come out. Oh, it's not coming out because the caramel leaked a little bit. That happens in shipping. Okay, we've got a pretty basic looking candy bar. The caramel's a little bit gooier than in the American Milky Way. Oh, wow. So in theory, well, it's the same bar. This one's just better. I know I gave the American Milky Way a 9. I'm going to have to give this one a 10. It is really good. The caramel is butterier, richer. The chocolate is, well, we all know UK chocolate is better. This is a lovely bar. I didn't rate the Three Musketeers or the British Milky Way, did I? Three Musketeers. Three Musketeers, I think I'm just going to give a 6. They're good. If somebody puts one in front of me, I'll eat it. I might pick one up on occasion, but it is far from my favorite candy bar. The British Milky Way, I think, needs another bite, which means I need to clear my palate a little bit. We'll eat this weird part that I broke. I like that it's a little bit lighter than the Three Musketeers. But all in all, when I go to pick up a candy bar, I'm looking for a little more texture going on in it. I just got a taste of malt from that I didn't get the first time around. And I love malt. Ingredients. Yep, malt extract. One more bite of this. Well, that changes it for me a bit. Okay, all in all, I still think I'm more likely to pick up something that's got some texture, some caramel or some nuts. But being that I love malt, I'm going to crave that one far more than the American Three Musketeers. So I'm going to give that an 8. I really wish that the Three Musketeers bar had a malt-flavored nougat. That is blowing my mind right now. I am thoroughly in love with that. Wow. So, if you had half as much fun as I did today, and I was eating chocolate, so I had a lot of fun. If you could give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, I'd really appreciate it. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.